Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Heather and today is going to be another book video. So today is going to be a little bit different from some of the videos that I've posted already in that it's going to be a massive book haul. So just a little bit of a disclaimer, there are a lot of books here. I believe if I counted correctly, there are 18. I know that is insane, but I will say I didn't buy all these books at the same time. It's been like maybe over a month and a half or so, and I had a birthday, so part of it is books that I got either as gifts or that I got gift cards for and then purchased books. So most of them I purchased on my own. I will show you the one that I didn't. That's pretty much it. Hopefully this video won't be too long because I'm just gonna go through them quickly, give you a little backstory as to why I purchased them. I'm not gonna go too far into what the books are about, also because I haven't read them yet for a majority of them, and then we'd be here forever because I know I ramble on. So anyway, let's get into it. The first couple of books that I purchased were from the Book Outlet. And in case you don't know what that is, basically it's a website that sells bargain priced books. What that means is you get a brand new book in great condition, pretty much brand new. The only defect is that it has this little line or a little dot, like that one is even more extreme, like literally it'll have that. And that's at the bottom, so it's not like when it's on your shelf or anything, like you don't see it. I don't remember the exact prices of everything, but out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, out of 8 books, I think I spent maybe $55. I don't know, but they were just way more affordable than if you were to buy them, you know, from a large I don't know, if you were to buy them at like a regular store, which I do all the time. Anyway, I got these books very affordable. The first one is one that I think I've talked about already. This is The Layover by Lacey Walden. And this book I did read. Yeah, I talked about this in one of my previous videos. It was like a cute summer read, but I think I gave it 3 stars. It's about an airline flight attendant who gets stuck on this layover with her air flight attendant rival, basically. And it was cute, but yeah, so this was one of them. Another one is I Am Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter by Erika L Sanchez. And this one is a bit of an older book, 2017, I think. So I think this came out a couple years ago. I had never read it, and I want to read more books about Latin and Hispanic heritage. And Hispanic Latino Heritage Month is coming up soon, so I did want to grab a couple that showcase that heritage. I don't really know what it's about, to be honest, but I think it's about this young Mexican girl who is going away to college and kind of defying what her parents expect of her. And yeah, I don't know, I thought it would be a good read, and it's a New York Times bestseller. The next one is The Bookish Life of Nina Hill by Abby Waxman, and it looks like this. You guys know I love books about books, so that was the reason I bought this one. It looks like a cute read. The font looks like a decent size. It's about a girl who has a job at a bookstore, and that's all I know. Honestly, look at that. This little area right here, like that's me in a book. You have this little cat on books in a comfy chair. That's me. I should mention that the books from the Book Outlet aren't always like bestsellers. I mean, don't always have the best ratings, but I think they're still interesting, and I want to read them for myself to see how I feel about them. Now, you'll keep that in mind if you look at the Book Outlet. I'll leave the link in the description as well if you want to check the Book Outlet out. Okay, the next one is Piranesi by Susanna Clark. Again, the cover is so beautiful. Like, it's got like that gold reflect. Oh my god, I'm a sucker for covers. This book I may not have normally picked up, but Jack Edwards here on YouTube raved about this book, or at least I think he did. I just remember him talking about it, that it was very memorable and a very unique book. Basically, I think there's like this labyrinth, like a little maze, and you can't get out of it. I'm just reading the back because I don't know. It may be a little bit out of my comfort zone is what I wanted to say. Like I said, this retails for $17. I think I got it for like $6, and I couldn't pass up that deal. So I know I'm like harping on this book outlet. It's not sponsored or anything, but I think it's a great way of getting books for a more affordable price. And the next one is Pack Up the Moon by Kristin Higgins. I have no idea what this book is about. I just know that one person recommended it on Instagram maybe, and I saw that they liked it, and then I saw it on the site and I hit buy. That's basically what happened. Did I mention I have an addiction? It's okay. But this is a contemporary romance. The back, let's look at it quickly. Oh, someone has a disease. Those books always make me cry, but okay. It looks like it's a husband and wife, and the wife gets sick and the husband has to make the most of the time he has left with his wife. There are letters. Ooh, we love letters. Are there letters? Oh, there are letters in the book. Cute. Okay, so I'm excited to read this one. It is a little bit thicker. Like, how many pages? Oh my God, 430 something. Another one that's quite large, that is gonna take me a little bit to read this one. Oh man, and the pages are kind of long. Okay, this one I'm gonna have to like prep for because this book is the size of my head or bigger. This is the Love Songs of W.E.B. Dubois by Honore Fane Jeffers. Hope that's how you say it. But this was part of Oprah's book club back in 2021. And I've heard that this book is very beautiful. Like the way it's written is just very articulate and eloquent. And from what the back says, it's a portrait of an American family, and in turn, an outstanding portrait of America. That's all I know. Yes, it has to do with race in America. The little inside says, the 2020 National Book Award long-listed poet makes her fiction debut with this magisterial epic, an intimate yet sweeping novel with all the luminescence and force of these other books that chronicles the journey of one American family from the centuries of the colonial slave trade through the Civil War to our own tumultuous era. If that doesn't sound like a beautiful book, then I don't know what does. That's this one. Again, it's thick, so I'm gonna have to work up to that, but we'll see what happens. Did I mention I like books about books? Because the next one is Blush by Jamiebrenner. As far as I know, there's like a group of women who start a book club and like have books and wine on the beach. Like a little bit of a mystery, not so much a mystery, but it says that they're like hiding something, and they have to make sure that it doesn't get out, and there are journals from an old book club. Apparently it's a big-hearted story of love, family, and second chances. And it says it's an ode to the blockbuster novels that have shaped generations of women. So we love books about women, written by women. Did I say that? Jamiebrenner is the author. About books. And then the last book I got from the book outlet is one about witches, and I love anything witchy, I really do. And I think it's almost time for witchy season. Well, it's always witchy season for me, but it's almost time for the, Halloween spooky season. This one is Memoir of a Witch. Whoa. That's not even what it's called. This one is called Initiated, which is a memoir of a witch by Amanda Yates Garcia. And look at that little witch on the cover with the crow, and I love it. Like, I want to be her. Like, that's me. I know I have two very different personalities going here, from the cat and the books in the comfy chair to the switch, but that's me. Don't know how else to describe it because I have not yet read it. It's all about like women empowerment, I believe, like becoming a self-assured woman. And it says this book will change your life, so initiate it. Next, we're going into the books that I purchased from Barnes & Noble. The first one I'm so excited to read because I've heard nothing but good things about it is Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. Everything that I heard about this book is that it's very similar to The Duff, and I love that book and that movie. Well, this book anyway is about this guy and girl who are neighbors and they're like fighting for a parking spot or something like that. Is that this book? Or am I thinking of a different book? I'm pretty sure that's what this is about. They're friends, but like they're not enemies. They're like neighbors, so they're a little bit of rivals. I don't know. I think it's one of those things where the girl likes a guy, like a different guy, but the guy that's the neighbor knows the guy she likes, and so they kind of like team up to make this alliance to get the guy to like her. That's as much as I know. I know that there are a lot of movie references, like rom-com movie references. Like if you look at the back, it has Bridget Jones, Harry Met Sally, what else? Tom Hanks. We love to see it. Oh, and Haley Pham on YouTube raves about this. So again, excited. I'm gonna definitely read this one soon. The next one is Dominicana by Angie Cruz. I want to read more about this culture. I love the Spanish language, so when I get to hear the perspective of a Latin or Hispanic individual, I think that's so fascinating. I like hearing about all cultures, obviously, but I have a special place in my heart for those who speak Spanish. This one is about a girl from the Dominican Republic, and I have a few close friends from the Dominican Republic that I work with, so I'm excited to see what this one is about. Yeah, obviously it's called Dominicana, so you know. You probably knew that already, but I believe it takes place in the 1960s. I believe it's about this woman who has to decide between like love and what she has to do for her family and that kind of thing. So, and it was a Good Morning America book club pick. The next one I've heard a couple things about online as well. That is Before the Coffee Gets Cold by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. I hope I said that right. Did I mention I love cats and coffee and books, because that's what this one's about. I think this one has something to do with like time travel or something, that there's a cafe that you can go to in Tokyo and you like can travel back in time or something. That's all I know. I've heard a few good things about it on YouTube, and then when I went to buy this at Barnes & Noble, I was talking to the girl at the cashier, and she was like, oh my god, my sister loves this book and there's a new one coming out. I believe there's the next one and then a new one coming out, so I'm excited to read those. I didn't buy the next one just yet because I wanted to make sure I enjoyed this one. Another book that, I mean, I'm excited to read all of these, that's why I bought them, but another highly anticipated release for me was The Dead Romantics by Ashley Post. Is that her name? It's kind of cut off. Ashley Poston. And this one, do you see what they have there? Do you see it? Can you guess why I was intrigued? It's books, by the way. Okay, this one I thought was so unique from what I've heard. I think it has great reviews. It was the monthly book pick at Barnes & Noble, and so I had to pick it up. Basically, there is a woman who is the ghostwriter for a romance author. She runs into a problem when she no longer believes in love, and so she's kind of stuck in this rut, like, what do I write about? What happens? Ali Hazelwood, who wrote The Love Hypothesis, loved this book. And so I feel like I will love this book as well. And look how pretty. I love it. Don't look at anything else though. The next two I had wanted to pick up, okay? I have Ghost by Dolly Alderton and My Year of Rest and Relaxation by Otessa Mushfig. I know that's not how you say it, but so I read Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton, and I will say it's not my favorite book, but I think that's because it was a memoir, and I'm just not a huge fan of memoirs. I don't know, I didn't like know who she was. I feel like if I grew up with someone, or if I have this like connection with someone that wrote a memoir, then I would enjoy it more. But I don't know, hers, it was nice, it was good, but not my favorite. However, I did like her writing style, and so when she came out with this novel, I was intrigued. Decided it would be fun to pick up. Oh, the text is kind of small in here. Your girl's getting older, my eyesight. It's about a girl named Nina who is single, and she's about to publish her second book. I don't even think I knew that part about this, but again, we love books about authors and reading here on this channel. Yeah, so she meets this guy and she has chemistry with him, but she is also dealing with stuff with her dad because her dad has dementia, and things with friends from childhood. And yeah, I think it has to do with like relationships and finding oneself out, that kind of thing. And then the other one that I just mentioned was My Year of Rest and Relaxation. A lot of people, I guess, have a misconception about what this book is about. It's about this girl who is going through a lot mentally, decides she's going to take a year off, and she does that by kind of self-medicating and isolating herself. As far as I know, that's what I think it's about. And I've heard like this author really talks about very interesting topics and has a lot of like very strange books, and I'm very intrigued. I've never read anything by her, but oh, and the text here is pretty big. I just heard something about Whoopi Goldberg, and if it includes her, then we love it. We love it. And the cover. The next one I actually got as a gift from one of my best friends. I mentioned it was my birthday a few weeks ago. She thought that I would love this book. She read it herself. Thank you, Elizabeth, for buying this for me. It was very, very kind. She also bought me these sticky notes, translucent sticky notes, and I'm so excited to use them. I have them downstairs, otherwise I'd show them. This one is A Lot Like Adios by Alexis Daria, and I don't know too much about this book besides the fact that it is part of a series. I don't think it's a series. I think they're all standalones, but it's by this author who also wrote You Had Me at Hola. She said that she liked this one more, and that's why she got me this one. It's a romance. I'm excited to read this. Emily Henry raved about it. The author, I mean, is from New York, so we love that. And it says she loves Broadway musicals and pizza. Girl, I love Broadway musicals and pizza. Do I love pizza? Not really, but anyway, there's that one. The next one I received as a advanced copy. I actually won a giveaway from Goodreads. You know, like you always see other people winning things and you're like, okay, like maybe this is rigged. No, I won a couple books, maybe like 3 or 4 at this point. But this one is one of the ones I'm most excited to read. And that is because it's called A Cosmic Kind of Love by Samantha Young. And just everything about this sounds so intriguing. Oh, the guy works at NASA. I guess that's why it's cosmic. So this book, I haven't read it, so I don't know if I can fully recommend it, but it comes out October 18th. So in about 2 months. I'm excited to read it. I'll leave the link for the Goodreads giveaways down below, and I'll also put the publishing company that sent me this, so you can check them out. The last 2 books I just bought, so I won't go too much into them because I literally bought them yesterday, but I wanted to share them as well. There's Body Grammar by Jules Oman, and The Reading List by Sarah Nisha Adams. Books about books. And this one I think is about a person who goes into modeling but tries to find themselves. Sorry, that part was kind of rushed, but again, I will be reading all of these as soon as possible, which it's hard because I have so many books I want to read, but stay tuned for when I read all these books and I can give you some reviews on them. I'd love to know if you've picked up any of these books and what your thoughts on them are. Are there any of these that I should bump up to the top of my TBR and read them as soon as I can, or some that you are interested in reading yourself? Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. That's all there is to say, really. But again, thank you. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.